Hi, I'm Chris James, and you're watching A Healthy Alternative. Today we're going to be talking about why I choose to fast. All right, so today I just figured we would answer this very popular question that I get all the time. Chris, why do you fast? Well, it's very, very simple, and I'm going to give you guys that explanation today. I fast because I want complete wellness, all right? And the way I describe wellness or define wellness is it is a mental, physical, and spiritual health, okay? So when I talk about wellness, I'm talking about mental, physical, and spiritual health or wellness. It's all-inclusive deal. You know, a lot of times when people talk about fasting, it's either physical or it's spiritual, and they miss out on the mental. And typically, if it's spiritual, they only focus on the spiritual. And if it's typically physical, they only focus on the physical. And you guys might find a lot of different things happening to you that don't fit into either of those categories. And that's because it fits into the third category, which would be the mental category. So I think it's important to, number one, realize that when you fast, you're not just fasting for spiritual reasons. You're not just fasting to lose weight. You know, there's also a third part of it that's very important, and you're going to get detox symptoms based on the fact that, you know, fasting is all inclusive. There is no way for you to fast strictly for physical or strictly for spiritual reasons. It doesn't work that way. So with that being said, I fast for all three reasons. And right now I'm actually on a fast, which is why I decided to do this video. I'm probably on, what is this, day 3.5. So tomorrow will be day 4. Wait, no, I'm on day 4. This is day 4 now. So tomorrow will be day 5. So I'm a little behind myself, which is great because this time I've only decided to do 7 days. I've done a 13-day, a 10-day, and a 7-day. So I've done lots of intermittent fasting, and I've kind of created this lifestyle around fasting. So typically what I do is I'll skip breakfast no matter what. I never eat breakfast. So I typically will eat at around noon every day. That's the first time I eat. And then I'll usually eat one more time at night around 9 o'clock or so. Yes, I eat late. Doesn't matter. It's fine. It's perfectly fine. All right, so what do I get from fasting? Okay, now from the physical side, obviously, I get to lose a little bit more body fat. Now, you guys know I've been talking about I'm on this fitness journey, right? And once again, there will be an update video coming soon, so don't worry about that. But, you know, getting a little bit of reduction in my body fat is always good. Also, to be honest, you know, every once in a while, I don't eat the proper foods. It's hard to eat properly all the time. Because our society is built around eating improperly. Even when you think you're eating healthy, you're eating improperly. And so I like to do a little detox every once in a while, you know, stir up some of that mucus that might be building up and flush that out of my system. I also enjoy the way my body feels when I fast. I feel very light. I feel very, you know, comfortable. I don't have any gas. I don't have any bloating. It's a very nice feeling. So every once in a while I like to do it. Now that's the physical side of it. The other side of it is the mental. Now there's a lot of things that I have gone through in my life, and you know, these things can be buried deep in my mental, and I may not even know they're there. A lot of times we compartmentalize things, and that might be more of a conscious thing, but then there's also, I believe, things that'll happen to us that we compartmentalize that aren't conscious. And this can be anything from some type of food addiction to your heart being broken to you being upset because you felt like mistreated in a certain situation. I mean, there's a lot of different things that happen to us, and it will come out while we're fasting. Now, to get those types of mental cleansings, I tend to find the longer fast work better. So I usually will suggest 7 to 10 days or 8 to 10 days at the minimum to start seeing some of that stuff happening. The other big thing is the spiritual side of it, which, honestly, fasting has opened my eyes up to so much that is out there, that is disguised, that is purposefully hidden from us. And it's hard to really explain it without you actually experiencing it yourself. So one of the things that I would encourage you guys to do is, if you've only been doing some of the shorter fasts, 3 days, 5 days, try to hit 7, 8+ days. The longer the better. Once again, fasting is only 100% positive for you. I have found absolutely no proof that fasting hurts you in any way, shape, or form. It helps to build your mental constitution, and that's something that you could take to in any area of your life. When you have a good mental fortitude and that you're strong enough to complete a task, you're more confident in that thing. Fasting is not easy at all. So when you can fast for a long period of time, it will give you confidence in other areas of your life. So I call it an off benefit, as well as saving money on groceries for the week or the 2 weeks that you fast, or however long you decide. But it's definitely worth trying out if you haven't already. One thing I did want to touch on, since we're on the topic of fasting and my personal experiences with fasting, I've been getting a lot of questions about how we can get past the second and third day. I think the dreaded second and third day of fasting for a lot of people are these huge mountains that they've got to climb, because in those second and third days, and even the fourth days, your body is really adjusting to, not eating and not digesting food. And there's all these detox symptoms that start popping up. And if you're not used to fasting, you're not used to the symptoms, but you're also not going to be used to the hunger pains. Now, typically when we get the hunger pains, we go and we have a little snack, big or small, something in our stomach will help with this hunger pains. But when you're fasting, you don't get that. So a lot of people are like, well, how do you get past it? Honestly, it's 100% mental, but there are some things you could do to prep yourself for your fast so that you don't have these horrible, intense hunger pains. It might just be a mild grumbling in the stomach. All right. And this is what I did on this fast, particularly to test this. The week leading up to my fast, I strictly ate alkaline foods. Now, I've talked in other videos about alkaline foods, and I believe I have a video that will be releasing a week before this one comes out. So it'll be out and I'll be able to tag that video. But I'm going to be talking about alkaline foods. All alkaline foods is natural foods. It means that nature produces it naturally. This is not a GMO. This is not a hybrid. Man has nothing to do with this. This is just a natural fruit or vegetable. Now, you don't necessarily have to eat alkaline to make your fast easier. But I personally have found that this week of strict alkaline eating and then this fast that I'm on now, it has definitely been a noticeable difference in the hunger pains, in the overall just detox symptoms stage. It's been so much easier than every other fast I've ever done. So I would highly encourage you guys, take a week, prep, do some alkaline eating, or if you don't want to do that or whatever, just reduce your caloric intake. Eat fruits and vegetables as your main source of, food leading up to your fast, or try doing smoothies or juices leading up to your fast, and it will make your fast so much easier. Now, with that being said, I did experience one hard day. So my first day, I was at work. For you guys that don't know, I'm an electrician, and my first day, I was out in the sun. Actually, I'm working outside in the sun right now every day. But it was actually pretty good. The first day is usually easy. I've never really experienced a hard first day. So for me, that's normal. Now, my second day, it was Saturday. I was supposed to be off, but I ended up having to work. And I'm working on a rooftop installing RTUs or their air conditioning units. And we're supplying power for them and hooking them up inside and whatever. So I'm on this roof, and it's a project that has to be done that day. So we had to stay all day. So it ended up being an 11-hour day. Now I did get a little shelter from the sun while I was in the car. Had the AC blasting. And oh, one thing I want to mention, it seems like when you start fasting, people offer you food. It's like people who would never offer you food, or situations where you would get free food, they never pop up. But when you start fasting, they pop up. It's like, I don't know, it's like it's like the universe's way of trying to challenge you. But anyway, they offered us some free barbecue sandwiches. Of course, I had to go to my car, have some water, chill by myself. I took a little nap, and I completed the day, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I was worn out. It has to be the most exhausted I've ever felt in my life. I don't know if in recent history I've felt this exhausted. Even on my last fast, when I actually ended up quitting on day 13, I don't think I felt this bad. I mean, I felt horrible. I could barely walk. I had done leg day at the gym the day before. And we were out there, we were in the sun, and it was hot. The roof reflects the heat, and it was sapping my energy. I was tired, I'm not gonna lie. But I got through the day, I struggled to the car, I came home. I think I might have taken a nap. I can't really remember. I actually felt really good once I kind of got a chance to sit down. And I hydrated the entire day, the entire time. And then the next day I felt fine. I was perfectly fine. I felt really good. I feel good today. So you guys might have a day where you're having a lot of trouble. You might be feeling like sluggish. You might feel like you're detoxing hard. You might feel like the world is gonna end, but it's not. It's not. You're gonna be okay. Drink some water, maybe take a nap, whatever it is, and then get ready to hit your fast the next day. One thing I want to say too, if you guys feel like you're teeter-tottering on the edge of breaking your fast, and I've said this before, I go to Whole Foods. They have fresh squeezed orange juice there. Grab you some fresh squeezed orange juice. If you don't like orange juice, get grape juice, get apple juice, as long as it's fresh squeezed, and just take a swig. Don't guzzle the whole bottle. Because honestly, it might end up making things a little worse for you in the end, or you might feel like you always need to drink the orange juice to satiate you. But just take a sip and let it do what it does. It genuinely does help a lot. I personally wouldn't consider that breaking your fast. I think that juice fasting is definitely something that is comparable to fasting. But by the same token, you're not really juice fasting. You're just taking a little swig of some juice to keep you from eating, right? Because it's worse. It's much worse if you eat. So with that being said, I think that pretty much sums up why I fast. And I gave you a little example of things I've gone through. The group channel has been going really, really great on Facebook. I really appreciate how you guys are commenting on each other. I try to interact as much as possible. As the group gets bigger, you'll probably see me commenting and posting less and less on different posts, just because I don't get the notifications. I'm busy, I got stuff going on, and I can't sit there and comment on everything. But I appreciate those who are willing to, step outside their comfort zone, offer advice to others, offer experiences that you have had. And, that way we can all kind of grow together. I want everybody to be on the same level, on the same page, and have the ability to help anybody who comes into the group with questions. I don't want it to just be me or, my brothers or the top few people that comment. I want everybody to feel comfortable answering these questions. So if you're in a position where you feel like you have an answer and you're not sure if it's right or wrong or if it'll be well accepted, just put it out there. Put it out there. No one's going to disrespect your opinion. And if you are wrong or if you're slightly incorrect about something, it's an opportunity to learn, right? So let's look at it as an opportunity to grow. And then next time someone has the same question, you'll know exactly how to answer it. All right, hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, make sure to hit the like button. If you want to see more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe. And as always, the application of knowledge is power, and I will see you guys next time.